I'm Mayor George Fuller, City of McKinney, and I moved to McKinney about 30 years ago. I got introduced to this community through some friends that lived here, came up, just thoroughly enjoyed the downtown area, the historic district, the open spaces. I mean, I was drawn to McKinney from the moment I saw it. And I have 4 kids. My oldest is 31, he works with me in the construction business. And my youngest is a budding young artist, and she lives in Dallas. I've got a son in the Army who's a Golden Knight, so he's skydiving for a living, his passion. And my other daughter is working at Baylor Hospital, wants to become a nurse. So, you know, Maylee and I have been, again, truly blessed with our family, watching them. They've all had their rough spots and challenges in life, but they seem to be through the other side, and we're real happy about that. I think they all know that I'm mayor now. I'm not sure. I know my oldest son, who's a golfer, he definitely found out or paid attention to the fact that I was mayor when the Byron Nelson came to McKinney. The others, I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. You know, when I'm not wearing the mayor hat, I am a builder and developer. A lot of people are familiar with Adriatica in McKinney. I've been developing and building there for the last 15 years. But I'm also a guitar player, a working guitar player, guitar collector, and guitar store owner, an event space owner, all things musical, specifically guitar related, been involved in for most of my life. And then my wife and I have the Love Life Foundation, which is a foundation we started back in 1990 that benefits at-risk women and children in the community. As a builder and developer, you know, I've developed small communities, Adriatica being one of them here in town. So I think to some extent that, you know, that gives me, you know, a working knowledge of aspects of growth and whatnot in development. But really it's just, I guess for me, business, entrepreneurship, you know, the way that I've approached my life and just trying to seize opportunities, thinking outside the box, whether it be for my a retail, you know, guitar store where I'm competing with all the big box retailers. Just trying to be innovative and try to figure out ways to do things better than the next guy. Hopefully that's manifested into some good decisions as mayor. You know, my father used to tell me all the time to listen. You can't learn while you're talking, and that probably came out of frustration that I would continually talk back to him. And he truly, and he said, listen, George, in life, you know, you're never going to learn a single thing by talking. Listen to people. Before you engage in a discussion or an argument, if you will, or debate, make sure you understand both sides. And the only way you do that is by listening. And so I've worked hard in my life to listen and try to understand what position or what perspective somebody's coming from. You know, it's really important, and again, another thing about my father, keep your word. Do what you say you're going to do. And I've spent my life truly living by that, and I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, or I'm going to die trying. So I hope that people see that in me. If I say I'm going to do it, I do it.